Hey yo, what's really good, everybody? It's your boy Matthew Maley for MatthewMaley.com. We are back on the couch. Thankfully, this week I don't have a blanket wrapped up on me. That's right, I'm finally feeling better. Still got a little bit tickle in my throat, but good enough to at least get in front of the camera, look at hopefully at least a little bit better than I did last week, and get you with another weekly movie review. So, if I have any viewers left after last week's foray into the world of Twilight, hopefully I still do, because I got a really good flick for you guys this week. A movie I'm really excited about. Was really excited to see. Even though I felt it kind of got swept up, kind of really got overlooked for the Oscars. And it kind of lost a little bit of steam. It was a movie I really wanted to check out when it was first coming out, because I really like the actors that are in it. But it just a lot of other things kind of came out all at the same time, and it really just kind of got swept under the rug. But thankfully, I saw it in the red box and had to grab it, and very glad that I did. I'm speaking of Ides of March, starring George Clooney, Ryan Gosling, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Paul Giamatti, Rachel Evan Wood, I think that's her name. A little bit of a cameo by Marissa Tomei, as well as kind of an extended cameo from Jeffrey Wright. And this is all about the seedy, disgusting, backstabbing, paranoid, filthy, horrible, scandalous world of politics. The basic story of the movie follows what's pretty much shaping up to be the Democratic national race. Essentially, it's only for some of the primaries, but because of the state of the Republican Party, it's pretty well assumed that whoever wins the Democratic nod is going to become the next president, based on a couple key components that can fall in line, if you will. The leading character in it is played by George Clooney, who is the governor, Governor Morris, who is running to not only get the Democratic seat, but essentially presidency. Now, his assistant campaign manager, well, his main campaign manager is played by Philip Seymour Hoffman, playing his very typical character, the overworked, underappreciated, smart aleck, sarcastic, very cynical character, but very good character. Philip Seymour Hoffman is a great actor. No matter what role he's in, even though they are pretty similar most of the time, they're still great. He's a great actor. He really is. Really great actor. But he plays the campaign manager. Next in command to him, the assistant campaign manager, is played by Ryan Gosling, who is the up-and-coming, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, still, you could still tell he's got those levels of politics in him, even though he's much younger and seemingly much less cynical and hardened. Then on the other side, the person that George Clooney's running against, that person's campaign manager is played by Paul Giamatti, who, as always, is awesome. He's a great actor. Sometimes I think he also gets overlooked. He got a great shoot to stardom for Sideways, a film that came out, got some Academy Award praise. I think it was back in 2007, maybe 2006. God, it might have even been later than that. I'll have to go look. But great actor, and really does get overlooked a lot, but a very superb acting talent, as well as the intern for Governor Morris, who's played by Rachel Evan Wood. Rachel Evan Wood. Sorry, I'm really not familiar with her. I know she was really popular on some teen shows like Seventh Heaven or something like that. I never was familiar with it, so I don't really know much of her. As well as Marissa Tomei playing a very overzealous news reporter. So the fun starts when Paul Giamatti's character makes a phone call to the character of Ryan Gosling, and through some sneaky misdealings, if you will, gets him to agree to meet up. Not under any negative pretenses, as he states this is on the up and up. But let's just say that causes some major issues within Governor Morris's team. Specifically, Philip Seymour Hoffman's character, Paul, who is a very loyalty-first type of guy and does not respond well when he finds out about Ryan Gosling's misstep, if you will. That's when the fun really gets started, and that's when things start spiraling out of control. It's about that time that a secret comes up, and Ryan Gosling is the one who finds out about it, and then it comes down to him of how does he play it. What exactly does he say? And I mean exactly, to the word, what does he say in order to spin just the way he needs it? And the writing was superb. I mean, some of the best writing I've seen in a movie recently. I would put it up there in a lot of ways with that of The Social Network, which was done by Aaron Sorkin, who's an amazing writer, but just that nonstop, pointed dialogue, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I gotta give a big shout out to my dude and guy who's currently hooking up with my future baby's mama, Eva Mendes. I gotta give a shout out to Ryan Gosling. You did it, dude. I'll give you that. I already liked you from Crazy Stupid Love. I thought you were awesome in that. I really liked you in Drive. I thought you were beast mode in that. But this movie, you've arrived, flat out. You were good in Blue Valentine. You were great in Half Nelson. But this movie showed what you could do. You were able to hold you. I know I love that I'm talking to Ryan Gosling. Like I for some reason seem to do that when I'm praising actors. So just on the off chance that Ryan Gosling watches this, if you know Ryan Gosling, pass it over to him, please. Maybe he'll put me on as like a best boy on his next movie or something. But flat out, you held your own. With some of the best acting talent of my generation. And I know a lot of people wouldn't initially put Philip Seymour Hoffman or Paul Giamatti in that category. But when you really go back and look at their work, I truly believe that they are two of the best actors of my generation. I truly believe that based on pure acting talent, pure acting grit, those are two of the best actors of my generation. And obviously, George Clooney is one of them. He's a spectacular actor. Whether it be from a comedy like Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12 or 13, or Up in the Air, to a much more pointed commentary of Michael Clayton. Even, God, what was the movie that he was an assassin? I didn't like the movie. And he ended up hooking up with a hooker. God, I didn't like the movie, but he was awesome in it. I didn't really like the movie that much. It was kind of, but he was great in it. I can't think of what it was. The Professional. No, it wasn't The Professional. Sorry, I apologize. I'm really curious right now. Hold on. Sorry, dead air. Dead air. Hopefully my laptop doesn't die too. It's like on its last breaths. Come on. Oh, I hate you right now, MacBook. Of course, I got a little spindly thing. That means it's going to die. Well, hopefully it doesn't. But whatever, George Clooney is an amazing actor. Nobody's going to deny that. Everybody will admit George Clooney's an amazing actor. And I can truly say Ryan Gosling performed on par with everyone else in this movie. He was as good as everyone else in this movie. And when it comes to something like Drive, he didn't have to, I mean, I thought he acted very well in it, but I didn't feel like he had to really extend that far. Same thing with Crazy Stupid Love. He just played a cool guy who he probably is in real life. In Drive, he just had to talk really slowly and act kind of weird. But overall, I think that the movies were really well done, regardless of his performance. Where I think this movie benefited thanks to his performance. And shout out to you, Mr. Gosling. You killed it, honestly. I was very impressed. Very impressed. So, there you have it. I said it. What I said would never happen because you're with Eva Mendes. But congratulations on that too. So overall, what would I rate this movie? Well, I don't want to give away any of the twists in it, but I will say first off that I am ecstatic I am not a politician. Because the levels of paranoia that you have to go to, literally every conversation you have with every person you have, it could be your best friend, your campaign manager for 20 years. It could be anybody. At the drop of the dime, the drop of the hat, to better themselves, done. And that's just too high stress. I'm already a very paranoid type of person. I couldn't deal with that. Yeah, my battery's about to die. I'll put it in the comments what the movie was. Can't think of what it was. The Assassin? No, Thanks, my clothes are done. I'll put it in the comments what the George Clooney movie was, because I can't remember. But overall, I'm glad I'm not a politician, because even though this was a movie and it was a little far-fetched, it's the type of story that I guarantee has happened more than a few times in American politics. And I don't want to give away the big twist. I don't think that they ever talked about it in the trailers, and it wasn't really a twist, but a couple of the twists are. But the main thing wasn't, but I still don't want to give it away just in case. But after I get past the point of I'm glad I'm not a politician, I gotta say this was a great movie. I give it 4.5 stars. It's one I'm definitely going to buy, even though I really don't feel like it's one I'm going to watch again anytime soon. It's one that I'm really wanting to add to my collection because it was that well done. And the back and forth dialogue, there's a scene between George Clooney and Ryan Gosling in a back of a kitchen, and it is some of the most pointed, sharp-tongued, back and forth, just watching the wheels turn in each one's head as they're trying to outwit the other in a way and trying to predict the next person's thought, the next person's move, what the next person... Oh, it was so well done. That was the scene that really sold me. I already was feeling it, but that one sold me. So, I really liked the flick. Definitely a great turnaround from Twilight last week. This is what a good movie is. And obviously you can't compare the two. I mean, come on. It's like apples to radioactive oranges. They're so different. But, which I don't even like that phrase because they're both fruit. Which this is so far, comparatively, it's like a Lamborghini to like a Fiat, and not the new like nice Gucci edition or Aberath edition. We're talking like the old school like crappy Fiat that like Mr. Bean drove. That's how different this is. So overall, great flick. Definitely more of a character study. Definitely a type of flick where you're paying attention to the dialogue, to the character development. It's much more. It was like the movie Michael Clayton by George Clooney. If you like that flick, you probably like this. There's not a ton of action. It's just really interpersonal, and I loved that. And big shout out to my dude George Clooney, who has to be one of the top 10 coolest people in the world, for directing it. This movie was directed, executive produced, and co-written, as well as starred in, by George Clooney. And I kind of liked how he wrote himself into it, because even though he was the lead character, he wasn't on screen anywhere near as much as Philip Seymour Hoffman or Ryan Gosling. And I actually thought that he did it perfectly. He just sprinkled just enough of himself in it, in my opinion. So overall, great flick. One of the best flicks I've seen this year. 4.5 stars. Very, very good. Definitely going to be adding it to the collection. And I was impressed. So let me know what you guys think. I was very surprised that it was snubbed, not only in Oscar nominations, which I'm pretty sure it was. I got to go check. But I thought that it got snubbed, except for like maybe one category or something, which I am surprised by, because I thought it was very well done, and definitely worthy of some, a bare minimum, supporting actor for either Philip Seymour Hoffman or Ryan Gosling. I mean, I'm almost positive Gosling didn't get nominated, because he could have gotten it for that or Drive, honestly. But this was just very well done. So, big shout out to Ryan Gosling for a great performance, as well as George Clooney for acting, producing, and directing. Big ups, and I loved it. So check out the flick. Let me know what you guys think. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think there was too much character development, not enough story? Let me know. I always like hearing from you guys. So shout out to everybody for checking out my videos. Much appreciated as always. Do it so you guys can watch it and comment back. So I love hearing back from you guys. So as always, thank you for checking out my videos. Keep checking them out up on MatthewMaley.com. Check out the video blog tab. Or if you want to watch them up on YouTube, double click the video there on the video blog tab. It'll take you over to YouTube, where you can watch them all. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Throw me some little nice comments. Like the page. I just said that, but I'm saying it again. Watch it a few extra times. Or if you aren't on my website directly, go to youtube.com. Search for Matthew Maley Poker. It'll get you everything you need to see. Of course, follow your boy up on Twitter. Search for Matthew Maley. And like your boy's page on Facebook. Search for Matthew Maley Poker. That is everything you need to get a hold of me. Check out all the rest of my videos. And, well, keep checking back. Hopefully I'm going to be having some new videos popping up. Sadly, don't have many shoe videos lately. But, is what it is. As I said in my last video, I didn't get into the All-Star Game shoes, and I'm really sad about that. All those galaxies out there in the galaxy, and none of them went to me. Well, on that note, a couple of runs popping off soon, so hopefully your boy's going to be getting one of them. Yeah. But anyway, until the next video, hope everybody has a great weekend. I know I'm going to. And I will see y'all in the next video. So peace out, y'all.